And we're live for the second game of the doubleheader tonight with Taiwan, Chinese Taipei, squaring off against Brownsville from the edge of Texas. Number 5 at the plate. Hey, I don't have the lineups yet.
Nothing.
No, you didn't. You did the umpires only. And here we go. 2 balls, no strikes to the batter as we try to settle in here for the last game of the night. We apologize as we trying to get some information for the lineups that have not been sent up to us. Here's the press box. Two balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss by number 5. 2-2 the count. And as soon as I get those names for the numbers, I will call those out for you. 2-2 the count. Nobody on. Top of the first inning, Brownsville at bat. And that's a foul ball. Your umpires for today: Tim Dream Crusher Pimental at first. Frank Lopez at second. Third base is Eddie Signs. And your home plate is Michael Berryman. 2-2 the count here with Alejandro Rodriguez at the plate, and he pops it up nice and high. Third baseman coming in to get it, and he's got it. Third baseman Shen-Eng Wang making that catch. And as we kind of settle in here, we will try to get everything done for you. I know we're missing a few things, but we'll try to get to you real quick. And the pitcher winds, and that's a shot over the second baseman by Joshua Alvear, the left fielder for Brownsville. And we've got a runner at first. 1 out. 1 runner on, top of the first. Sorry, the pitcher for Brownsville squaring off against the right-hander Yao Shang Chuang for Chinese Taipei. From Kaohsiung City, Chinese Taipei. Nice contingent from Chinese Taipei here. Expatriates here in Texas joining us. And there goes a runner, and he's safe at second. The first, number 7, Joshua Alvear, the left fielder, who was on first, scoots himself to second.
Yeah, he's right.
1-2 the count here. Top of the first, 1 out, runner at second. And the batter, Derek Garcia, the shortstop, is up against Yao Shang Chuang. The pitcher Again, some odd mechanics for him. Very effective pitcher. 2-2 the count, 1 out here in the top of the first as we begin the second of a doubleheader. Earlier, Hermosillo, Mexico vanquished the home team, Laredo, ending their season after a great run. And Hermosillo now awaits the winner of this game in the championship game. Now, a little quirk here as the batter, Derek Garcia, waits for the pitch, and that's a grounder to short, and that's mishandled by the shortstop. And we have runners at the corner with 1 out. Garcia getting that to hop skip over the shortstop. The shortstop here for Chinese Taipei is Kaohsiung is a shortstop. Mishandled that. And now at the plate, number 21, Derek Garcia, and that was Alec Rodriguez that made that shot. We're going to get ourselves in order here in just a second as we're trying to sort out some technical difficulties. Now batter number 21, Derek Garcia. As I try to do double duty here, I promise you we're going to get this going in just a second. Here at the Veterans Field, broadcast brought to you by our sponsor, Southern Sanitation, Southern American, the live Doppler radar that we rely on here, great sponsors, and Kraus Development. That's outside to Garcia for ball 1. And I'm going to settle into my chair here. I think we've got all our technical issues resolved, and so now I'll focus here and try to call you a nice game. Apologies for my delay. That's on me. My staff doing all they can to get me ready, and I was not. And the runner from first to second goes. The runner at third stays. So Alvear is at third. Alec Rodriguez now at second. Runners in scoring position with 1 out. And Derek Garcia at the plate, lined up against the pitcher, number 16, Kaohsiung. Kaohsiung, number 16. I'm going to get these names right. I've called these folks before, and I've got some of these names down. Some, like this one, is the first time I call him tonight. Foul ball for Garcia. 1-2 the count, 1 out, top of the first. In a game brought to you by Advanced Spine Pain Solution. Dr. Marte Martinez with clinics in Laredo and the Valley. So if you're from the Valley and you're in pain, reach out to Dr. Marte Martinez, Advanced Spine Pain Solution. Here at Veterans Field in Laredo, Texas, it's the second game of the doubleheader here under the lights. Runners at third and second. Derek Garcia at the plate. Kaohsiung strikes out Garcia for out number 2. And as we get going, we'll get the tongue untied and we'll get these names right. Number 20 for Brownsville is Patricio Alvarado. Now batting number 20, Patricio Alvarado. As we try to get settled into our chair here in the late game, the 4th of 4 today. And Chuang, 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 the pitcher, delivers ball 1 to Alvarado. He's got runners at third and at second, and there are 2 outs. Opportunity to bring some runs in here early against the high-powered Chinese Taipei team who has not lost in this tournament. Brownsville has 1 loss. And that's a strike, 1-1. And if you're watching, Chuang has some interesting mechanics. Kind of a Phil Necro. I'm not sure what major leaguer used to kind of throw like that. almost sidearm low to the ground. And that's a grounder. Out at first, and that ends the inning. I remember where I've seen that mechanics. In Moneyball, one of the pitchers for the Oakland Athletics, playing for Billy Bean and Art Howe, had the same kind of motion where he hung almost inches off the ground and sidearmed the ball in. So at the end of the top of the first inning, no runs are scored. Two are left stranded on base, and Chinese Taipei is coming to the plate. We're going to take a quick break while I continue to settle in here and get everything right for you. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. We're back here at the bottom of the first, here at Veterans Field, Laredo, Texas. Pony Palomino World Series action. Game 2 of the doubleheader under the lights here, featuring Brownsville, Texas versus Chinese Taipei, Kaohsiung City, Chinese Taipei. Alec Rodriguez on the mound, number 13, pitching to number 10. The leadoff batter for Taipei, Jae-Lun Xuan, the right fielder, Jae-Lun Xuan, who had a good game earlier. Alec Rodriguez winds, and it's strike one, 2-1 the count to Xuan, who is playing left field, number 10, batting left-handed against the right-hander Alec Rodriguez. Here at the bottom of the first inning in the second of 2 games. Now, the winner of this game here could advance to the championship game, and that's because Chinese Taipei has not lost. If they win, they go. But if they lose, they've got to play Brownsville again. So that is full count, ball 3 from Rodriguez to Xuan. Xuan, the right fielder, batting left-handed, trying to get on base and start something for his team. That is strike 3 on Xuan. Alec Rodriguez striking out the leadoff batter, Alec Rodriguez, number 13. Will now take on number 4, Yen-Su Chu, the second baseman. Yen-Su Chu takes ball 1 from Alec Rodriguez. And the windup from Rodriguez. Ball 2. There is one out here in the bottom of the first. Nobody on. And no runs scored so far, as Chu is at the plate, feints bunt, but doesn't go. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the first, Laredo, Texas, Pony Palomino World Series action brought to you by Southern Sanitation. That's strike 1 to Chu Rodriguez, a right-hander, firing that in nice and square. And Chu takes that pitch inside. Ball 4. He's going to walk to first. That pitch coming awfully close to the nose of Chu, who turned and kept it from hitting him, and now has a free pass to first. Number 6, Kaohsiung at the plate. Now batting number 6, Kaohsiung. Singh, the shortstop, has a runner at first with 1 out. On the mound, Rodriguez. Swing and a miss by Singh. And Chu is on first, trying to advance, and Alec Rodriguez trying to pick him off. Back to first safely. Thank you to our sponsors, Crouch Development, the box score sponsors, and our broadcast sponsor, Advanced Spine Pain Solutions. I'm getting a little tongue twisted here. Been a long day. And that's a foul ball. Brownsville, having lost 1 game, must win to continue on. Chinese Taipei, if they win, they go forward. If they lose, they have to play again tomorrow, take the long road to the championship. Oh, and Singh turned his head to avoid getting hit. Chu on first, 1 out. Singh at the plate. Rodriguez on the mound, 1-2 the count. Bottom of the first inning in the doubleheader. Number 2 here. Started promptly at 8:30. The last game featured Hermosillo, Mexico, ending the season for Laredo after a dramatic finish where Laredo almost came back to win 4-3. Hermosillo moves on. Singh, the shortstop, has a 1-2 count with a runner on. And that's a ball. 2-2 the count to Singh. Chu got a walk to first. Ball almost giving him a nice shave inside. 2-2 the count to Singh. Runner at first. And that's a foul ball. Singh, the shortstop, taking a cut at that one and put it into the bleachers. Alec Rodriguez, the right-hander, starting off for Brownsville, having a good tournament. And that's a grounder to third. Third baseman gets it over to second to force the out, but unable to make the double play. But we got 2 outs here. The third baseman for Brownsville, Alejandro Rodriguez, making that grab. Throwing out the force run at second, but unable to turn the double play. And so now we get Ju Sung Woo, number 17, at the plate, batting cleanup. Wu, the catcher for Kaohsiung City, Taipei, Chinese Taipei, having a masterful run here in this year's tournament. They have been champions before, and that's a high ball in foul territory, but the first baseman is going to get there, and that closes out the inning with 1 runner left on base. Bottom of the first inning, going to the second. We'll be right back after a brief message from our sponsors. We'll be right back after a
Visit us for an evaluation.
For
Our experienced
50
staff
years,
help you get back to living
Southern
a pain-free
Sanitation
life.
has been managing the waste
Life is full of
disposal
great
needs of
moments,
the city of
special
Laredo
moments, shared with friends,
and the surrounding
family,
communities,
but for some,
doing
pain
its
deprives us
part
from
in
fully
helping keep the community clean.
Visit us for an evaluation. Our experienced staff help you get back to living
Southern
a
Sanitation has
pain-free
been
life.
managing the
Life
waste
is full of
disposal
great
needs
moments,
of the city of
special
Laredo
moments,
and the
shared with
surrounding
friends,
communities,
family, but for some,
doing
pain
its
deprives
part
us
in
from fully
helping keep the community clean.
Visit us for an evaluation. Our experienced staff help you get back to
Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities,
but for some,
doing its part in helping keep the community clean.
visit us for an evaluation. Our experienced staff help you get back to
Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities,
for some,
doing its part in helping keep the community clean.
visit us for an evaluation. Our experienced staff help you get back to
Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities,
for some,
doing its part in helping keep the community clean.
visit us for an evaluation. Our experienced staff help you get back to
Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities,
for some,
doing its part in helping keep the community clean.
visit us for an evaluation. Our experienced staff help you get back to
Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities,
for some,
doing its part in helping keep the community clean.
visit us for an evaluation. Our experienced staff help you get back to
Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities,
for some,
doing its part in helping keep the community clean.
visit us for an evaluation. Our experienced staff help you get back to
Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities,
for some,
doing its part in helping keep the community clean.
visit us for an evaluation. Our experienced staff help you get back to
Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities,
for some,
doing its part in helping keep the community clean.
visit us for an evaluation. Our experienced staff help you get back to
Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities,
for some,
doing its part in helping keep the community clean.
visit us for an evaluation. Our experienced staff help you get back to
Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities,
for some,
doing its part in helping keep the community clean.
visit us for an evaluation. Our experienced staff help you get back to
Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities,
for some,
doing its part in helping keep the community clean.
visit us for an evaluation. Our experienced staff help you get back to
Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities. For Brownsville, reaching first base with Anthony Gomez, the second baseman, coming up. And he'll be followed by Montemayor, the right fielder. And lastly, Emilio Martinez, the pitcher. Sorry, the catcher for the pitcher. Number 3, Anthony Gomez steps into the box with Chuang, the pitcher, on the mound for Chinese Taipei with a runner at first, nobody out. Top of the second inning. And that is ball 1. Now batting number 3, Anthony Gomez. Gomez, the right-hander, facing the right-hander Chuang with some odd mechanics. If you ever saw Moneyball, there was a pitcher there that had kind of the same mechanics. And that's a bunt right back to the pitcher. And the pitcher gets the force out at second for out number 1. The runner advances to first on the choice by the pitcher, who had the bunt come right back to him. Sebastian Montemayor, number 11, takes his turn with the bat. Now batting number 11, Sebastian Montemayor. Montemayor, the right fielder, will take on Chuang, the pitcher for Chinese Taipei, with a runner at first, one out, top of the second, in a game sponsored by Kraus Development, developers and managers of Pinnacle Center, and Gateway, Industrial Park, mile marker 18, 3,300 acre development for Laredo. Big city amenities without the big city taxes. 1-0 the count, one out, one runner at first here in the top of the second inning. And that's ball two from Chuang, the pitcher for Taipei. With Sebastian Montemayor, the right fielder at the plate. He's got Anthony Gomes over at first, trying to scooch him over to second with one out. Here in the top of the second inning, Montemayor sticks the bat out for a bunt, takes strike one from Chuang. Thank you to the City of Laredo, County of Webb, Laredo Convention and Visitors Bureau, Laredo Parks and Rec. Oh, and Chuang almost got Gomes back at first. We apologize for the background noise. We're in a tube here. The press box, ice cold here above the playing field. And again, Chuang trying to get Gomes out at first, with Sebastian Montemayor still waiting to be thrown to. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, top of the second inning. Runner at first, and he goes. Nope, he started to go, almost got me going. Number 11 looking at his third base coach for some instruction. And we're not sure what the count is here. We've lost it on the scoreboard. Little trouble with the scoreboard there. It's 3-1 the count. Runner at first. Montemayor at the plate. And that's a steal by Montemayor. And the ball goes over into center field, but the center fielder right there to back up the second baseman, keeping Gomes from advancing. Montemayor takes strike 2, full count. Here in the top of the second. Apologize, experiencing a little fatigue from the long day. 4 games called. We started at 9 o'clock. I promised to get a little caffeine in between the inning here, and I'll be back on par shortly. Thank you to our sponsors, Playmore and HEB. Everything's better here at HEB. And strike 3. Montemayor heads to the dugout. 2 outs, runner at second. Emilio Martinez, the catcher, walks up to take his turn at the bat. Chuang, the pitcher for Taipei, has a runner at second, and he's got 2 outs, and he's got Martinez in front of him, the catcher for Brownsville, here in the top of the second inning. Oh, and what a move. I thought he was out. So did the second baseman. Jumping up and down. Of course, very respectful of the Chinese Taipei team, and they're not going to argue with the officials, but they will display some emotion. 2 outs here. Martinez still waiting for his first pitch, and he takes a ball from Chuang. Chuang with a nifty move to second. Almost got Gomes napping. Second baseman almost got him as well. And the action continues here in Laredo, Texas at Veterans Field, LISD's premier athletic facility, Laredo Independent School District. This is the home of Martin High School's Mighty Tigers. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. 1-1 the count, 2 outs, runner at second, top of the second. Second game of the night. And that is grounded over to second base. Second baseman gets it, and he mishandles it. And he'll get charged with an error. Take out the error credit card and charge one to number 4, the second baseman. The second baseman, number 4, is Yen Su Chu. Put a name to the error. Yen Su Chu mishandling that, allowing the catcher Martinez to motor on to first base. He'll get a courtesy runner. I believe number 6 is the courtesy runner for him. Number 6 is Alberto Barrera, courtesy running for the catcher. Runners on the corners, third and first. The batter, Rodriguez, top of the order here in the second, has 2 runners on with 2 outs, and that one is wide, right? It's ball 1. Number 5, Rodriguez, plays the number 5 position. He is the third baseman for Brownsville. Runner at third, runner at first, 2 outs, 1-0 the count. Chuang the delivery, and he takes strike 1. Rodriguez watching that go in as it registers the first strike to him. 1-1 the count, 2 outs, runners at third and first. No score here in the top of the second. From the Gateway City, Laredo, Texas, Pony Palomino World Series action, our sponsors, La Posada Hotel, the 4 Diamond Hotel, where we're housing all our VIPs, Rotex Truck Center, and the delivery, and that's a ground to short. Shortstop is able to get it, and he fires to first base. A line shot rifle from the shortstop to the first baseman. That connection being Kaohsiung, throwing that over to Gumai Shahi, the first baseman. And since I've called these names before, and I've had some help from the folks over at Chinese Taipei, the contingent that has come in to watch the game, they always do, helping me out with the pronunciations. And we'll be right back after this brief message from our sponsors.
For 50 years, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. For 50 years, at 956, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. For 50 years, at 956, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean.
And we're back. Bottom of the second. Alec Rodriguez on the mound for Brownsville, and he'll be pitching to the batter, the DH, Chai Chun Cheng, the designated hitter, who will face Alex Rodriguez with a high foul fly ball into center field. And that's out. I'm sorry, I've got a tongue that's tied right now, or tired. First out of the bottom of the second. Number 3, Gumai Shahi at the plate for Chinese Taipei. Alec Rodriguez on the mound. Second game of the night here in Laredo. Swing and a miss by Shahi. Now batting number 3, Gumai Shahi. Shahi, the first baseman for Chinese Taipei, batting right against the right-hander Rodriguez, and that one goes into right field, and that's going to be caught by the right fielder, fully stretched out number 2, The right fielder for Brownsville, Sebastian Montemayor, laying out on the turf and scooping that before it hits the ground. Nice defensive play by Sebastian Montemayor. And now Alec Rodriguez pitching to number 7, the left-hander, Chung Hao Wang, the left fielder. Now batting number 7, Chung Hao Wang. Wang, the left fielder, batting left-handed against the right-hander Rodriguez. And he takes strike 1 from Rodriguez. You can hear the crowd there from Chinese Taipei, and that one's going to get through. Grounder out to right field. Wang, the left fielder, punching that through between first and second. And that is a runner at first. The first base hit for Brownsville. Number 5, Sheng En Wang, the third baseman, now prances over to the box and takes his turn. The runner tying his shoelaces. While I do double duty here, PA announcer and broadcaster. Now batting number 5, Shen En Wang. The third baseman has a runner at first. He's got 2 outs, and Rodriguez is going to try to end the inning here. Ball 1 to Wang. This game is being brought to you by Kraus Development, Advanced Bind Paint Solutions, the law firm of Whitworth Figueroa, Linedecker Construction, Otilas Restaurant. If you're in town and you haven't been, you gotta go to Otilas. Just opened up not too long ago, and everyone is raving about the cuisine at Otilas. Rodriguez has ball 2 thrown to the batter. 2-0 the count, 2 outs, runner at first. Bottom of the second inning with Chinese Taipei 0-0 here at the plate. Number 5, Wang, the third baseman, patiently waiting for his pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner at first. Rodriguez on the mound, Wang in the batter's box, and the pitch is on the corner, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at first, bottom of the second. It's a whole bunch of 2s here. This is the second game of the night, too. And I just said 2 again. And that's a foul ball. Runner coming back to first base. Wang, the right-handed batter, trying to keep this going. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the second game of the night. Looks like we've got a series of 2s for this series. And here comes Rodriguez peering in, and the delivery. And that's a high infield fly, and it looks like the pitcher's going to take it himself and end the inning. High up in the air, and that was just waiting. He could have had lunch before he got that one into the stratosphere. That went, and that ends the inning for Chinese Taipei, and they'll be back here on the field as we start the top of the third. We'll be right back.
Gene.
Coming to the plate, number 7 here at the top of the 3rd inning, the leadoff batter, Joshua Alviar, facing Chuang, the pitcher with the odd mechanics from Chinese Taipei, but he's doing a good job of keeping this scoreless. Alviar, the left fielder, I believe, for Brownsville, and that's correct. He is the left fielder. Chops that one to third base. Third baseman coming at it hard, and out number 1. Number 5, Shen En Wang, the third baseman, charged that hard and then rifled it to first. The first baseman, Gumai Shahi, making the catch. Number 13, Alec Rodriguez, a pitcher, is coming up to the plate, facing his nemesis, the pitcher, Chuang, on the mound for Chinese Taipei here in the top of the 3rd inning. 1 out, no runs, and that goes into center field, and that's going to be caught by the center fielder. And we've got 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. Number 21, Derek Garcia, is coming to the plate. Garcia is the shortstop for Brownsville. Now batting number 21, Derek Garcia. Gonna try to juggle microphones here, doing the PA announcements and the broadcast for you. Powered by Liquid Studio Group. Our director here to my right, Ruth. Our producer, Carla, to my right. And our cameramen out at first, home, and third. Having a long day, but doing a fantastic job. They've got the sunburn to prove it. And that's a foul ball by Derek Garcia. Here in the top of the 3rd, we've got a 1-1 count, 2 outs, nobody on. Chinese Taipei having a perfect record so far here in the tournament. Brownsville has 1 loss, and that's a grounder to short. Here comes the shortstop, and he's got a rifle for an arm as well. Out number 3. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd. No runs, no hits, no errors. 0-0, and we'll be right back. Try to stretch my legs here. We are on here at the bottom of the 3rd inning. Leadoff batter for Chinese Taipei, number 9, Ching Yu Chen, the center fielder.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Bottom of the 3rd inning, nobody on, nobody out. Leadoff batter number 9, Ching Yu Chen, facing Alec Rodriguez on the mound, number 13. here in the bottom of the third inning. Laredo, Texas, Veterans Field. And that's ball two. Second game of the night, fourth game of the day on the third day of Pony Palomino World Series action. These teams hoping to get to the championship game as Chen takes strike one from Rodriguez. Great sponsors here. Southern American with their Doppler radar, which came in handy today as we got a thunder shower roll through. And that's strike two to Chen. Soaked the field, but it's synthetic turf, and so it drained easily, but the stands were wet. And that's a grounder to third, and that is going to get past the third baseman, and they're going to try to get him at second, and they do get him at second. Out at second, the runner Chen hit one to third, between third and short. Third baseman nicked it, and it went sailing beyond the shortstop into left field, and left fielder picked off the runner Chen as he tried to get two. Got a little greedy, and he got caught. One out here in the third inning, bottom of the third. Rodriguez on the mound, pitching to number 10, the top of the order, Jae-Loon Schwan, number 10, the right fielder. And he takes ball two from Rodriguez with one out. Nobody on, bottom of the third, nothing here in the bottom. Great action all day long, some really exciting games. Strike one to Schwan. Had a barn burner first game out of the gate this morning. Rodriguez gets Schwan to foul over third base. That game was just about over in the bottom of the seventh inning, and all of a sudden it was tied, and they almost won it. Game between this Brownsville team and Harlingen. And that went to 10 innings before Brownsville finally said enough and scored 6 runs and ended the game 6-1 over Harlingen. Full count to Schwan, the right fielder. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And to the dugout goes Schwan. Number 4, Yen-Su Chu coming up to the plate. Now batting number 4, Yen-Su Chu. The second baseman for the Chinese Taipei team. Batting right, facing the right-hander Rodriguez in the bottom of the third. In a game sponsored by La Posada Hotel, Playmore, HEB, and the great folks over at Leyendecker Construction. And that's strike one. In that outside corner, number 4, Chu, not wanting to chase that. 1-1 the count. 2 outs, bottom of the third. And that's outside. The catcher, Martinez, sliding over to the right. Make sure that doesn't go past him. He's had a good turning. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And that's a foul ball. That's going to come over our head. And we're going to watch all these kiddos chase that ball. In the old days, not the 1800s, but the 1900s, if you return one of those foul balls to the concession stand, they'd give you a Frito pie. And that's a chopper over the pitcher's head to the second baseman. Out number 3. So again, no hits, no runs, no errors.
Another good free chicken strip.
Here in the top of the fourth as we get ready for the next inning. And we'll be right back. of the fourth as we get ready.
Life is full of great moments, special moments, shared with friends, family, and loved ones. But for some, pain deprives us from fully enjoying these moments. If chronic pain is keeping you from fully enjoying life, there is hope. Hi, I'm Dr. Marta Martinez. At Advanced Life is full of great moments. We're dedicated to treating our patients, shared with friends, family, and loved ones. But for some, pain deprives us from fully enjoying these moments. If chronic pain is keeping you from fully enjoying life, there is hope. Hi, I'm Dr. Marta Martinez. At Advanced Life is full of great moments. We're dedicated to treating our patients, shared with friends, family, and loved ones. But for some, pain deprives us from fully enjoying these moments. If chronic
And we come here to the top of the fourth inning. Number 20, Patricio Alvarado, stepping up to the plate. Alvarado, the first baseman, facing Chuang, the pitcher for Taipei. Now batting number 20, Patricio Alvarado. Nobody on, no outs. Top of the fourth, leadoff batter Alvarado takes strike one from Chuang, the pitcher for Chinese Taipei. No runs yet. It's been a pitcher's duel, so to speak. Here, 1-1. Alvarado at the plate, and he takes strike two from Chuang. We got a lively crowd from Chinese Taipei. A lot of the expats living here in the States come down and see them from Houston, San Antonio, Dallas. Lei Ling, our good friend, organizing the folks to come in, has a big party. And earlier I saw her doing some cheerleading stunts out there. I'm going to call her out in a second. And if they make it into the championship game against Hermosillo, Mexico, it's going to be a great time at the vet. The shortstop gets the grounder, and out at first is Alvarado, the first batter for the inning. Chuang get him to ground out the shortstop. The shortstop, Quan Che Seng, tossing it over to Gumai Shahi, the first baseman. We've got one out here. Nobody on, no runs scored so far, and the count here with Chuang on the mound and Joaquin Alvarado taking strike one for the first pitch. Now batting number 26, Joaquin Alvarado. Alvarado is the speedy center fielder for the team from Brownsville, and he is got a 1-1 count with one out here in the top of the fourth inning. Chuang, the pitcher, trying to stay on top of this. No runs scored in a game sponsored by Southern Sanitation, celebrating 50 years of service. I was 11 years old when they opened up. Strike two to Alvarado. And Southern American, the live Doppler radar, we'll give you a peek at that in a little bit. We had that up and running as we were watching clouds pop up everywhere around us, and all of a sudden after the second game, the heavens opened up and just drenched the stadium here. But the field is synthetic turf and it drained quickly. Got some puddles still out here. 2-2 the count to Alvarado Chuang, the pitcher for Chinese Taipei. And that is strike 3. Alvarado goes down swinging. 2 outs now. Chuang, the pitcher with the odd mechanics, here in the top of the 4th, in complete control of the game. Number 3, Anthony Gomez at the plate. Now batting number 3, Anthony Gomez. Now arriving Lei Lin from Chinese Taipei, our good friend. Nice to see you here again. Great crowd you got with you. The pitcher Chuang has Gomez in front of him, the second baseman, and he delivers ball number 2 to him. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Nobody's scored yet. And I think I saw 1-1 here, not 2-0. 1-1 from the umpire, and I'll get their names here in just a second. I called them earlier, but I can't remember them because I didn't take my Prevagen. And that is strike 2, 1-2 the count to Anthony Gomez with nobody on here in the top of the 4th inning. Chuang, the pitcher for Chinese Taipei, gets the batter to foul back into the bleachers. Chuang, who sidearms with a delivery coming low off the ground, has control right now of this game. Nobody on, no outs. I'm sorry, no runs, 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and that is outside for a full count to Gomez. Gomez, the sure-handed Golden Glove second baseman for Brownsville, is facing the right-hander Chuang, and that's a foul ball. Gomez making Chuang earn this one. Full count here in the top of the 4th inning. Kraus Development, our box score sponsor. Good friends over at Kraus Development, managers and developers of Pinnacle Center, Industrial Park on Mines Road. And that's a high fly ball. It's in foul territory. The third baseman's under it. And that is out number 3. 1, 2, 3, down goes Brownsville. The third baseman, Sheng In Wang, making that catch. And we'll be right back as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning with no one scoring yet. Top of the order, bottom of the fourth. We come back to live action from Veterans Field in Laredo, Texas. Pony Palomino World Series. Number 6, Kaohsiung, the shortstop, at the plate. Now batting number 6, Kaohsiung, shortstop for the Chinese Taipei team. Rodriguez on the mound. Alec Rodriguez, starter for Brownsville, still on the mound, with Sang at the plate. And that's the first strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out, nobody on, bottom of the fourth. Second game of the night, a doubleheader. Laredo losing to Hermosillo earlier tonight. Strike 2 to Sang. So Hermosillo takes the seat and waits for the winner of this game, if it is in fact Chinese Taipei, or they will have to wait one more game. If Brownsville wins, they'll have to play again tomorrow morning against this very same Chinese Taipei team. Our sponsors, 24/7 News, the Laredo Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and that is a fly ball into center left, and the center fielder racing down there to get it. Records out number 1 for Brownsville. And now coming to the plate, number 17, Kaohsiung Wu. Now batting number 17, Kaohsiung Wu, the catcher for Chinese Taipei. Kaohsiung Wu, number 17, will face off against Alec Rodriguez, the right-hander who has also been in control here. No one has scored. Not a lot of hits either. And that is inside strike 1, right in the corner. Wu not able to make connection with that, just kind of watched it go in and clip that corner. And that is ball 1. So 1-1 the count, 1 out, nobody on, no score here yet. Nobody has crossed the plate. And that's a foul ball. Looks like it might be playable, and it's not. Into the stands. So that'll make it 1-2. Here in the bottom of the fourth inning at Veterans Field in Laredo, Texas, on the edge of the border. The Rio Grande separating us and Mexico, our sister state in Nuevo Laredo, Tamaulipas. And the pitcher strikes out Wu here in the fourth inning to record out number 2. And now number 2, Chai-Chun Cheng, the designated hitter, is coming to the plate. Now batting number 2, Chai-Chun Cheng, the designated hitter. The DH for Chinese Taipei attempts a bunt and takes on strike 1 from Rodriguez. No one has scored here. Not a lot of hits either. The pitchers are dueling it out, with Rodriguez equally in command. Chuang, his counterpart for Chinese Taipei, doing the very same. Doing a great job of controlling these bats. 0-2 the count, and strike 3, 1-2-3. Chinese Taipei goes down. And we'll be right back after this brief commercial pause. Here we go, top of the fifth inning, Sebastian Montemayor, the right fielder, coming to the plate. Now batting number 11, Sebastian Montemayor. Montemayor facing Chuang, the right-hander, with the odd delivery. Low to the ground, sidearm. And he takes strike one from him. While it looks odd, it sure is mighty effective. 0-1 the count. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the fifth. The second game of the night. The fourth of the day, and that's a grounder to second. Second baseman getting that scooped up. And out number one is recorded. Trang making sure that nothing gets... And okay, here we go. One out, nobody on. Number one, Emilio Martinez, the catcher, makes his appearance at the plate. Stick in hand, ready to go. Chuang delivers, and that's a shot right to the shortstop, and that's an out. Caught it before it hit the ground, so line drive out. Out number two. Excellent defensive play by the shortstop. Number 5, stepping in to the batter's box, the top of the order, Alejandro Rodriguez is waiting for a little instruction here from the coach. The umpire, both hands up, saying, wait, we got a little time here. Chuang, the pitcher, enjoying the break. Get a little rest here. And Alejandro Rodriguez, the third baseman, is waiting for Chuang to wind up here. 2 outs and strike one to Rodriguez. Nobody on, nobody has scored a run yet. We got 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Brownsville versus Chinese Taipei, and a ground ball right down the middle, and that's a single for Rodriguez. Rodriguez, the third baseman, is now sitting pretty at first base, with Joshua Alviar coming up to bat. Now batting number 7, Joshua Alviar. Alviar facing the right-hander Chuang, who has had a good night tonight so far, pitching here into the 5th. 1 runner on, 2 outs. Number 7, Alviar, trying to get something started here in the top of the 5th, with Chuang, the pitcher on the mound, controlling the tempo. Not allowed any runs so far. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Alviar, the left fielder, is having a great tournament here at the plate, stick in hand, waiting for Chuang, and a swing and a miss for strike one. Two outs here in the top of the 5th inning, a game sponsored by Kraus Development, Advanced Spine Pain Solutions, and our title sponsor, Southern Sanitation, celebrating 50 years of service. And our good friends at Southern American, the sister company, with a live Doppler radar that we've been watching closely as rain has fallen, but not during the game, just in between. And that is strike 2 to Alviar with 2 outs and a runner at first. trying to make something happen here in the fifth. Chuang in control, although his delivery is strange, odd, different from all the others, but equally as effective. Swing and a miss, strike three, and Alviad can't believe he went chasing after that one. Regrets every second of that swing as he heads to the dugout, upset with himself. And we will go to the bottom of the fifth inning with the game scoreless, and we'll be right back after this brief commercial message. Into the plate here at the bottom of the fifth inning. Live action from Veterans Field in Laredo, Texas. Pony Palomino World Series action. And that's ball one to number 3, Gumai Shahi. Now batting number 3, Gumai Shahi. And that's a strike. 1-1 the count to Gumai Shahi, the first baseman for Chinese Taipei. Nobody on, nobody out, no runs scored yet. And Rodriguez trying to flame one in. That one goes outside of low. Thank you to our sponsors, 24/7 News. Digital news channel. Swing and a miss by Shahi for strike number 2. 2-2 the count. The Laredo Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, Otilas restaurant, just opened up, getting great reviews. HEB, great sponsor. Everything's better at HEB. Rodriguez pitches one, and that one is going way, way back. Foul ball just went on the other side of that marker. 320 feet to that spot there. That one went about 330, but it was foul. 2-2 the count. Gumai Shahi with a long ball foul. Got everyone from the Chinese contingent excited. Cameras are all whipped out, taking pictures, and nope, not to be. So still nobody has scored. Bottom of the fifth. 2-2 the count. Nobody on, nobody out. Here at Veterans Field. Oh, and Rodriguez beans him in the butt. And he's going to walk to first. He's going to limp a little bit. That's going to leave a mark. Rodriguez has been throwing some heaters, and that's going to hurt a little bit. The coach for Brownsville signaling over to the right fielder to come on in. Are we going to have a change here? The ball is in the coach's hand. I think we're going to make a change with Sebastian Montemayor coming in to relieve. Excuse me. Number 11 Montemayor is going to be relieving Alex Rodriguez. Alec Rodriguez. Get that right? Because there is an Alex, but it's Alejandro Rodriguez, the third baseman for Brownsville. Sebastian Montemayor is going to take a little time to warm up here. If we do have a change, coach out there talking, I see the ball in somebody else's hand, and yep, it's a pitching change. Sebastian Montemayor will come in relief of Alec Rodriguez, who pitched almost 5 full innings and had not given up a run yet. He does have someone on at first, Gumai Shahi, who blasted one foul over the left field wall, about 330 feet. But that didn't count. So nobody has scored yet. There are no outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and Brownsville's making a change. We're going to take a quick break, flash some of our sponsors' logos, and we'll be right back. Back live at the Veterans Field, LISD's crown jewel. Pitching change here in the bottom of the 5th inning. A nicely laid bunt. Safe at first. The runner laying down a masterful bunt. Legging it out at first, and he is safe. So that puts runner in scoring position. Nobody out. 2 men on. And a very animated first base coach as the runner came across safe. He was happy to have that happen. And now we're going to wait for a helmet. As number 5, Shen En Wang comes on to bat. Now batting number 5, Sheng En Wang. Wang playing the third base position for Chinese Taipei. With 2 runners on, nobody out, lays down another beautiful bunt. Small ball, and that's out. Oh, the coach thought he was safe because he had to move out of the way not to get run over by Wang. But that is out number 1. But The sacrifice bunt does exactly what it's supposed to. Here, as Chinese Taipei plays masterful small ball, moving the runners from second to third, first to second, with one out. Number 9 coming up to the plate, Ching Yu Chen, the center fielder. Now batting number 9, Ching Yu Chen. Ching Yu Chen. The center fielder will come on and face the new pitcher, Sebastian Montemayor, with 2 runners on in scoring position. As the Chinese Taipei faithful cheer him on, trying to get a win for their boys here. Thank you to everybody who's listening in on YouTube. Thank you for your comments over from Chinese Taipei. We do appreciate you engaging with us. Let us know what you think and we'll give you a nice shout out. 2 runners on in scoring position, with Montemayor delivering a ball 1 to the batter, Ching Yu Chen, the left-handed batter, playing center field for the Chinese Taipei team. From Kaohsiung City, if I pronounce that right, please let me know. Kaohsiung City, and another beautiful bunt. Look at that. Oh, no, a little sloppy base running by number 7. So let's recap that fine baseball action with a couple things here. The masterful bunt, excellently executed down the third base line, as the runner from third runs right past it, is going in, and he scores. So the first run has come across the plate, but number 7, Chung Had Wang, came around third base so fast from second he could not stop himself, got himself in a rundown and was out. So now we have an out. We have 1 run scored here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And that's a ball inside to the batter number 16, Yao Chang. Let me pronounce that correctly. Yao Chang, the pitcher. Yao Chang, the pitcher. Oh, and he bounces it off the chest of the first baseman. And the runner's going to score for the second run this inning by Chinese Taipei. I'm going to get this name right. Number 16, smacking that ball down to the first baseman, bounced it off his chest and scored. The runner from second base, Yao Shang Chuang, the pitcher, also good with a stick, drives in a run with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Chinese Taipei bats coming alive. Sebastian Montemayor, the reliever, coming in and getting roughed up immediately. Chinese Taipei wasting no time in scoring some runs here off the reliever. Very disciplined baseball. Playing that small ball, bunt here, bunt there, move, and there goes the runner. And the throw to second is not in time. Safe at second. Stolen base for the pitcher, Yao Shang Chuang, doing some nifty base running himself. Number 4, Yensu Chu, and a grounder to second, and that is an out. Let me see if I got that right. I think I've got the wrong number for the batter who drove in that second run. That may have been number 10, Jay Chuan, the right fielder. Jaelun Chan, the right fielder, I think, was the one who hit the first baseman in the chest and got a run to come across for 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back, and I am correct. I stand corrected. Number 10, Jaelun Xuan, was the batter who drove in the 2nd run. And we'll be right back here in the top of the 6th inning.
For 50 years, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. For 50 years, at 956, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. For 50 years, at 956, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs.
Brownsville trails Chinese Taipei after a 2-run inning in the bottom of the 5th. The pitcher, Yao Shang Chuang, delivers strike number 1 to number 13, Rodriguez. Rodriguez was pitching for Brownsville, and now in right field. Nobody on, nobody out. 0-1 the count. Outside, ball 1. Thank you to our sponsor, Southern Sanitation, celebrating 50 years of service. Southern American, the live Doppler radar. Stay ahead of the storm with Southern American. Advanced Spine Pain Solution, our broadcast sponsor, Dr. Marta A. Martinez, with clinics in Laredo and Edinburgh. Number 13, Alec Rodriguez, trying to get on and get something started for Brownsville. And that one goes right up the middle. The second baseman's going to keep it from going into center field, but that's going to be a single for Rodriguez. Not too many hits off of the pitcher, Yao Shang Chuang, the lanky right-hander with kind of an off the charts mechanics. It's different from what I've seen. Although I did see one on Moneyball, pitcher for the Oakland Athletics, who kind of threw the same way, leaning almost all the way down to the ground, sidewinding that ball in. Effective. As the coach for Chinese Taipei goes out into the mound to talk to his catcher and his pitcher. Little conference there. That's what I love about baseball. You can't have a Zoom conference. You got to go in person. And here we go. Nobody out. Runner at first. Number 21, Derek Garcia, the shortstop, trying to get something started. A little spark here in the top of the 6th, as the pitcher, Chuang, has just kept them from going anywhere. Taipei leads 2-0 here in the top of the 6th inning. Thank you to our sponsor, Krause Development, Pinnacle Center, Gateway Industrial Park, just outside of Laredo. Krause Development, the folks over there building some nice facilities for anyone who wants to set up shop in Laredo. If you are in Kaohsiung, Chinese Taipei. Take a look at Laredo, Texas, and Kraus Development and what they're doing. You'll be surprised. You've got an opportunity to do something great here in Laredo, Texas. Oh. The umpire says, wait. And Chuang still manages to fire that one. 1-1 the count. City of Laredo, County of Webb, Laredo Convention and Visitors Bureau, and Laredo Parks and Rec Department all contributing to the success of the Pony Palomino World Series and the Bronco World Series here in Laredo. And that's a grounder that's going to get to the shortstop. Shortstop with an exceptional defensive play, and he throws out the runner from first. The runner not happy with the call, but out it is. So now we've got a runner at first and one out, and to the plate comes number 20, Patricio Alvarado, the first baseman, facing the right-hander Chuang with a runner on and one out in the top of the sixth. Get a little late in the night here. Chuang, the pitcher on the mound, started the game and continues to deliver strike one to Alvarado. Big shout out to 24/7 News, Laredo Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, Ford, Sames Ford, the oldest Ford dealership in Texas, HEB, everything's better at HEB, Playmore Family Entertainment Center, strike two to Alvarado, Zipline Arcade, laser tag, bowling, and a phenomenal restaurant bar there at Playmore Family Center. Otilas restaurant just opened up and no one has said anything bad about that place, all raving how good it is. And that is out number 2 at second base. The shortstop taking the grounder from Alvarado, forcing the out at second. And we still have one runner at first. Number 26, Joaquin Alvarado, coming up to the plate. Now batting number 26, Joaquin Alvarado. Alvarado playing center field for Brownsville. Finds himself facing Chuang, the right-hander, with one runner on and 2 outs. No runs scored by Brownsville, 2 runs by Chinese Taipei. And Chinese Taipei leads here in the top of the 6th inning. In the second game of a doubleheader, 4th game of the day, 3rd day of World Series action in Laredo, Texas. And we just crossed the 10 o'clock mark here in Central Time. 1-1 the count, 2 outs. Top of the 6th, 1 runner on. Alvarado at the plate, Chuang on the mound. And Chuang delivers outside, ball 2. Quick shout out to Line Decker Construction, the law firm of Whitworth Cigarroa, Rotex Trucking, Rotex Truck Center, Andy's Mobility, Andy's Auto Air, and Sunbelt Air Conditioning, all sponsors of this event. Swing foul tip. The Laredo Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, Jerry Garza, Jesus Garza, leading the organization. HEB, everything's better. HEB here. HEB being around for over 100 years. Kraus Development, swing and a miss, strike 3 Alvarado, and that ends the inning for Brownsville. And bottom of the 6th coming up. Chinese Taipei in the lead, and we'll be right back after this brief commercial message. Number 6. Number 6 for Chinese Taipei coming to the plate. Number 6 is Quan Che Sing, the shortstop. Now batting number 6, Quan Che Sing, the shortstop. Number 6, the shortstop, Sing, takes ball 1 from the pitcher, Sebastian Montemayor, number 11. And that's a strike inside. Singh wanted to pursue it, didn't go all the way, but that was still a strike. 1-1 the count, nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the 6th inning, Taipei leading 2-0. In a broadcast sponsored by Leyendecker Construction, Sames Auto, Texas' oldest Ford dealer, and HEB, and that's a blast over to left, foul. The good folks at law firm of Whitworth Ciarroa, Blue Top Reprographics, our good friend Deacon Henry, and the pitch from Montemayor leads to a full count. 3-2, nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the 6th, 2 runs have scored. That's a foul ball. Thank you to La Posada Hotel for hosting our VIPs. La Posada, the only 4-diamond hotel in Laredo. And it is truly the historic La Posada Hotel on the banks of the Rio Grande. Number 11, Montemayor, serves up a big foul ball to Sang, the shortstop. Sang trying to stay alive, trying to make Sebastian Montemayor earn this one. 3-2 the count, nobody out, nobody on. Bottom of the 6th inning as we roll into 10:15 here, Central Time in Laredo, Texas. And number 6 is going to walk, goes down, lays down his bat, lays down his gear, gently, respectfully, and here he goes to first base. Exceptional discipline and respect for the game by these young men from Chinese Taipei, making their country proud, showing off some of their skill, but also showing the love of the game, the respect for the game, as they do. So runner at first, nobody out, and here comes to the plate number 17, Ju Sung Woo. Jun Sung Woo, the catcher for Chinese Taipei. J-U-I, Ju Sung Woo, and that's a pop-up foul ball. Oh, and Emilio Martinez, the catcher, just didn't see that properly, stuck out his glove and didn't catch it. Foul ball, strike 1. Runner at first, and Ju Sung Woo, the catcher for Chinese Taipei, at the plate. Now batting Ju Sung Woo. Ju Sung Woo looking to add some runs to the 2 they already got. And here's a bunt right down first base line. And he advances his teammate to second base. Sacrifice bunt done to perfection by the catcher, Ju Sung Woo. And now we get the left-hander, number 14, coming in. Jae Rui Chen. Jae Rui Chen coming into the game for the first time. He is a left-handed batter facing the right-handed Montemayor.
What number is it?
Number 14, Jae Rui Chen. And I promise I'm going to get this right soon. Now batting number 14, Jai Rui Chen. The position he's playing, we don't know, as he's just coming in as a substitute. First action of the game here in the bottom of the sixth. Foul ball. 1-1 the count to Chen, number 14, who's just come into the game. He's got a runner in scoring position. 1-1 the count, 1 out. Montemayor fires ball 2 to Chen here in the top of the bottom of the sixth inning. Second game of the night, fourth game of the day, third day of championship play here at the Pony Palomino World Series in Laredo, Texas. The gateway city, the nation's largest #1 inland port and the largest port by volume. Beneficiaries of USMCA. That's a foul ball. Sebastian Montemayor came in relief of Alec Rodriguez, who had done a fairly good job. Kept them scoreless through 4 innings. Montemayor comes in relief and gets roughed up right away. Foul ball by Chen, the left-hander, facing the right-hander Montemayor. Got a runner at second, tying his shoes, getting ready to run to third. We'll see what happens. Full count, 1 out. Chen at the plate, Rodriguez on the mound, and that is going to be a walk. And here goes Chen to first base. We'll have runners at second and first with 1 out. And here comes the next batter, number 3. Gumai Shahi, the first baseman, will take to the plate. Now batting number 3, Gumai Shahi. Shahi, the first baseman, is going to try to put some runs in here for his team. They lead by 2, but they want more in the bottom of the 6th so they can ensure their trip to the championship game. Now, we were down to the final 4 here tonight, our version of March Madness here in July, with 4 teams vying to get to the championship game. 2 teams had lost 1 game. 2 teams are undefeated, each one playing a game tonight. Laredo, who had lost 1 game, played Hermosillo, Mexico earlier tonight and lost, and the sun set on their season after a great run, sending Hermosillo, Mexico to the championship game tomorrow here at 7 o'clock at the Veterans Field. And that's a strike 1 to Shahi, the first baseman. And tonight, Brownsville's lost 1. Chinese Taipei is undefeated, and if they win, they punch their ticket to the show. Oh, and Shahi takes one in the shoulder. Glancing blow, but that's going to leave a mark. That's going to hurt. Montemayor, not happy with himself. Didn't mean to do that, and was hoping not to load the bases, but here we go. With 1 out, the bases are now loaded. 2 runs separate Chinese Taipei from Brownsville. And as I was saying, Brownsville's already lost 1, so they lose again tonight. Their season is over. And Chinese Taipei goes on to play against Hermosillo, Mexico, in what promises to be a really great baseball game by 2 very disciplined teams from abroad. Each of them bringing a contingent of fans that are equally enthusiastic, playfully ribbing each other earlier on today, you could see that that game was going to have some excitement if it happens. And number 7, Chung Hao Wang, steps up to the plate to see if he can make that happen. Chung Hao Wang, number 7, the left fielder, bunts, suicide squeeze. Holy chimichanga. Did you see that? Did you see that? The suicide squeeze with bases loaded, and he gets to first base as well, scoring run number 3. And now number 5, Sheng En Wang, the third baseman, steps into the batter's box with a bases loaded. Now batting number 5, Sheng En Wang. Wang, the third baseman, trying to add a few extra runs here to ensure their ticket to the championship game, getting that free pass. For those of you watching the Paris Olympics, we got some action here too. Foul ball coming over the top, rattling the press box. Hector over a game changer, ducking under the chair. Bases loaded, 1 out. No balls, 1 strike the count. 1 run's crossed the plate on an exceptionally executed suicide squeeze. And again, they bunt. And again, a run comes in. A little tap and a run. A little tap and another. 2 runs now, 4-0. Chinese Taipei showing you how small ball can win you a game if you run the bases with discipline and execute the call with discipline. You're going to win. Leading here, and that's a fly ball in a deep center field with 2 outs, and the center fielder is going to retire the side. Joaquin Alvarado stops the hemorrhaging. 2 runners left on base, but 2 runs score. Here in the bottom of the 6th, as we go to the top of the 7th, a full game in Palomino World Series play is 7 innings. That's a complete game right there. So with Brownsville getting a pep talk from their coach as they come up to bat, down by 4 runs, and they're hoping to stay alive, get another chance to play. Chinese Taipei says, I want to go home, so they're going to try to end this here in the top of the 7th. We'll be right back after a brief message. Here we go, top of the 7th inning. Broadcast brought to you by Southern Sanitation, our title sponsor, celebrating 50 years of service. Southern American Doppler radar that we relied on heavily today, as we had rain all around us, no rain on us until we broke for the break between games. Chuang still on the mound, pitching to number 22, Orlando Rivera, who has just jumped in. Chuang, the right-hander with a crafty delivery. effective. Swing and a miss by Rivera, strike 2. Here at the top of the 7th, with nobody on, nobody out. Chinese Taipei leading by 4 in what has been a exhibition in small ball, a clinic put on by the Chinese Taipei. Fair ball, and that is out number 1, Orlando Rivera, hitting that right down the line, over the bag, into the glove of the waiting first baseman, number 3, Xiaohi, for out number 1. Here we go. The second batter in the order, coming up to the plate with Chuang, the pitcher, with a crafty delivery. Ball 1 to number 12, Joaquin Cavazos, who's seeing action for the first time, coming off the substitution list here. Chuang trying to close this out here in the top of the 7th. That's a foul ball for strike 1. 1-1 the count to Cavazos. There is nobody on. There is 1 out. Top of the 7th inning. Advanced Spine Pain Solution sponsoring this game. And Cavazos bounces that off his ankle, and he's in pain. And if you're in pain, you need to go see Dr. Marte Martinez, Advanced Spine Pain Solutions, double board certified pain management doctor and anesthesiologist. Our broadcast sponsor and our box score sponsor, our big friend, Kraus Development. HEB being one of our sponsors, UISD, LISD helping us with their fields. Foul ball, City of Laredo, County of Webb, Laredo Parks and Rec, REC, not WRECK. Although the wrecking crew there does a masterful job of maintaining our parks and recreation centers. Chuang on the mound still, here after a full 6, trying to close out. And that's a foul ball high in the air around first base. The first baseman saying, I got it. And he does. Xiaohi records out number 2 for Chinese Taipei as they are 1 out away from going back to the championship series, which they did not go to last year, but the year prior, they won the whole enchilada. Even got a call from the president of Chinese Taipei and the mayor of their city, Kaohsiung City, that we were able to patch in through our system here at Liquid Studio Group for a congratulatory message. Chuang fires strike 1 to number 15, Julian Gutierrez, who has come into the game off the substitution list, trying to spark something desperately here in the top of the 7th, with Chinese Taipei leading 4-0. That's a foul ball. That's going to go over to the Martin Tiger sign. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Here in Martin High School, one of the oldest schools in Laredo, Texas. Julian Gutierrez, the right-hander, facing the right-hander. Chuang trying to do something magical here as the night and the curtain closes on Brownsville. Chinese Taipei holding the cord here. Swing and a miss, and that's it. Chinese Taipei returns to the championship after a 1-year absence to play Hermosillo, Mexico. Congratulations to the Chinese Taipei team. And congratulations to Brownsville for an excellent season. Wow, what a game. A clinic put on by the Chinese Taipei team on how to play small ball. We've got some folks here from Trnava, Slovakia in the audience. Wanted to say thank you to them. Congratulations to the team from Chinese Taipei returning to the championship game after a one-year absence to play against Hermosillo, Mexico tomorrow at 7 o'clock. We will see Leilin and all of her contingent here cheering on her team. Have a great night. Drive safe. I want to say hello to the folks from Trnava, Slovakia who are here. Guys, thank you for coming. Pleasure having you here. Have a safe trip home. Hope to see you again next year. The good guys from Trnava, Slovakia, here in the house, cheering on their compatriots on the field. Chinese Taipei and the team from Brownsville, who had a wonderful season and now has had it closed for the night. We'll see you tomorrow, 7 o'clock, right here, Veterans Field, Pony Palomino World Series Championship play. Great night, drive safe. And we're out here.